What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. We back with some. We back. We gotta talk about it, family. We gotta talk about it. Ego Army, stand up, Pensacola. We talk tonight. Your boy Triple G, Canelo out of the picture. Who next? Let's talk about it. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be fun. Money Pal the third. What up? How's life? We gotta talk about. Shout out to Odessa, Texas. Jaime. We're gonna talk about your boy Jaime Munguia. Jaime Munguia. Smash the like button one time for Jaime. Slow motion, man. I don't know why y'all think I'm on drugs, but whatever. Like, it's pitiful because some of y'all must really hate your lives. I enjoy life. I'm about to catch a flight. Life is peachy. I don't have to do with drug use. I don't do drugs. I got my alkaline water. But we're going to talk about Jaime Munguia and Triple G. The fight you all want to see, bars. We got to talk about it, people. Smooth, smooth. Yeah, man. Look at this water. Look at the color. This is alkaline water. It's called black. Ego, what's good? You my favorite boxing YouTuber. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're far too kind. Smash the like button as you come in. We just about to chop it up. But I can't stay too long because I got a flight to catch. Yeah, this alkaline water is good. It's good for your pH balance. One of the differences, I don't know if it's something to do with the acidity and like Dasani and other waters, but I noticed alkaline waters, if you leave it, like let's say you left it on the counter and didn't refrigerate it, and then you drank it like 4 hours later, it doesn't taste bad. Like sometimes if you leave water in your car or something like that for a couple hours and then you go to drink it, it tastes weird, but this doesn't. Ronald Finkley, $2 super chat. What happened, Boxing Ego? I thought you rolled, fam. No, I'm still going. Long story, but I had some stuff to take away, and it took longer than expected. So I guess I'll be there for the weigh-in tomorrow. But I'll be in Vegas tonight for sure. High alkaline levels is good from what I understand. Exactly, most definitely. Ego the best. Glad y'all feel that way. Y'all want that roll call. What I like to do on my streams is see where you guys are from. City, state, zip. Rep where you from. Let's go. Let's call it out. Call it out. Call it out. One time. Call it out. One time. Respect the ego. Okay. Downtown Los Angeles. Riverside. Victorville. Tampa Bay. Ireland. Speaking of Ireland, your boy from Crumlin, Conor McGregor was wilding today. Kansas City, Missouri, Long Island, New York, 806, Texas represent, D-Town 214, Las Vegas was cracking, 702, New Zealand, Dallas, Texas, Garland, Texas, A617, Boston in the building, Kazakhstan, San Sebastian, Puerto Rico, Austin, Texas, Salinas, California, DeSoto, Texas, home of Earl Spence, Jersey City, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Mississippi, Chicago, Garfield Park Boxing, Crawford. I don't even know what that means. Where's Crawford at? Laredo, Texas. Listen, let's talk about it, people. Now, we all know, unless you live under a rock, but if you're a boxing fan and you're on my channel, you should know that Canelo officially withdrew from the fight. He had 2 failed drug tests. February 17th, February 20th, he tested positive for a substance called clenbuterol. It's a breathing antidote that they give to cattle and horses or whatever. It helps them breathe and respiratory functionality. maintain lean muscle mass, lose weight, different stuff like that. Canelo blames the meat. He said it was in the meat. He said that's how he got it. He visited Mexico, which is an area that has had issue with the quality of meat. So that's what he said. The other day, he officially withdrew from the fight and said, hey, May 5th, I'm not going to be in the main event with Golovkin. Now, boom. Behind the scenes, they're trying to figure out who Golovkin can fight. Brings us to today. There's been names rumored. Demetrius Boo Boo Andre said he'll fight him. Bob Arum, who represents Gilberto Zudo Ramirez, said my fighter will fight at 168. Lou DiBella, who promotes Derevyanchenko, says Derevyanchenko ready for that fight. These guys are saying we're all clean, we're ready to go. Shout out to Rasad McDowell. Gary Spike O'Sullivan says he got an offer for the fight out of Ireland. Gabe Rosado on his Instagram today said he'll take the fight. And now it's coming out that there's another player, and I've heard the name before, but I didn't think they would make a fight like this. His name is Jaime Munguia from Tijuana, Mexico. And now they're saying that this is a likely candidate. He might actually, through everybody, get the fight May 5th. Now, this is crazy news because Jaime Munguia is not a household name. He's not a name that boxing fans in general, even if you're a hardcore fan, will probably be aware of. Shout out to MVP Money Pal, $5. It says if your name is worth millions of dollars, you must take the necessary steps to protect it. $5 super chat. Yeah, because Canelo, he really threw a monkey wrench in this May 5th. I was planning on going to Vegas. I don't know about going to Vegas. Listen, I don't know about going to Vegas for some Triple G versus Munguia. Vegas is not that far of a trip, but it's still like, I don't even, like, it's not even just about money, you know what I'm saying? But just the traveling, the headache of traveling, like, it's a business for me too. I might make more money not going by being able to work from home, you know what I mean? Have all my equipment, not sleeping in a hotel bed, the luxury of sleeping in my own bed. So I don't know if I'm really gonna make that 5-day trip to Vegas for some Munguia. I don't even know who that is, to be honest. I really don't. He's out of Tijuana. He's undefeated. But we'll take a look at his resume. It's like, you could be undefeated in 24 fights if you ain't fought nobody of like this caliber. Oh my God, this is nuts. See what you did, Canelo? Oh, there's your boy, Jaime Munguia. I don't know what you who the fuck is that? Hey, who is this? I don't know what you're thinking. Who the fuck is that? Yo, I ain't never seen him on nobody's undercard, for real. Does anyone recognize this man? Does anyone look in his eyes and tell me if you recognize? Do you see this? Look him in the eye and tell me if you've seen this man. I literally I've never even heard of him. Like, who the? Somebody said Jet Li. He's Mexican. You're tripping. He said Jet Li. I'm not trying to laugh. Man, who is this fake ass Fernando Vargas son? Like, who is this? Yo, God, word to mother. Your word to Miz. Who is this? Hey. Jaime Munguia. Listen, okay, he's perfect record, 24 knockouts in 28 fights. 86% knockout ratio. So that sounds cool. He's from Tijuana, Baja California, Mexico. But look, they got him listed at super welterweight and not even middleweight. He's only 21 years old. Come on, K2. I don't know if you. Come on, K2. If y'all don't stop calling this man Jet Li, stop it. Listen, his pro debut was under 140 pounds, 138. Now I guess he's went up, and now he's gonna fight at 160 if he gets the fight. 142, 141, 130. Rasad McDowell, Ego. We need that Ruben Guerrero real quick. Give me some time. 145. These are the weights he's fought. So far, I haven't seen anything at 160. Nothing at 160. 150, 47 and a quarter, 50. That's close. But who'd he fight? Alvaro Robeles. Who that though? 19 and 6. I don't see one fight at 160. So it's like, look, he don't have one. He don't got. I don't know you beat. I don't know you lost. I don't know you beat. I don't know you lost to. I don't know you beat. He don't have one fight at 160, from what I just seen. That's the whole box track. How did he even get in the mix? Like, you know what I'm saying? Bad look. Even with Canelo. Listen, this is Canelo's fault. This is Canelo. I was born blaming you. Listen, this is initially Canelo's fault. We know that. But still, we still got to have some accountability and have some words with Team Triple G if they do choose Jaime Munguia. Because it's a guy who debuted under 140 pounds. He has no fight at 160. You know what I mean? Kell Brook, at the very least, we had seen him in with Sean Porter, Carson Jones. You know what I'm saying? The dude that knocked out Ricky Hatton when he unretired and then re-retired right after. Shvanchenko or whatever dude's name is, I forgot, because he hasn't really been relevant. But, and that was a welterweight. So, how do you fight Kell Brook a welterweight, then fight a great test in Danny Jacobs, arguably lose it, then fight Canelo, and then supposed to rematch Canelo, and Canelo fails, his fault, whether it's the meat, whether it's the taco meat, or if it's something else, it's his fault, we get that. And then now you're regressing by fighting a guy who's never fought at 160. Who is Jaime Munguia? Y'all keep calling him Jet Li and shit. So, listen, and the thing is, smash the like button. I don't know who you beat, I don't know who you lost to. I'm realistic. I understand it would probably be hard and it would fuck up things for HBO to pull Danny Jacobs for a rematch because he already has his fight April 28th against Mad Suleski. And the co-main event, Gerald Miller versus Johan Duhaupas, is not strong enough of a fight to me to get elevated to a main event. You know what I mean? Say, hey, we pulled Danny Jacobs, now you running the show, Gerald Miller. His fight's not strong enough. So that would throw things off. So I understand maybe not being able to get him. Charlos, he's an eliminator for Hugo Centeno Jr. You know what I mean? Maybe you can't get him. But listen, there's other people. Demetrius Boo Boo Andre is begging and imploring. And see, some people will say, oh, Andre, all he does is talk. But you can't say all someone does is talk if you're not willing to call their own bluff. Let me say it again. You can't say all someone does is talk if you don't call their bluff. You can't say, oh, this person is just talk. And then they're saying, hey, I want to fight. And then you don't look into it. Andre said he would fight right-handed the whole fight. Yeah, I seen that. I gotta take my other pill. I don't know you beat, I don't know you lost to. So, that's one option. Demetrius Andre. Boo Boo is too dangerous on short notice. But then Triple G, listen, I'm not buying that because Triple G is a silver medalist. Boo Boo didn't get a silver medal. He went to the Olympics, but he didn't get a silver medal. It's a better fight. It's a fight you can actually market and build up. Oh, Triple G. But see, listen, this is the type of stuff that me and Troy King, that we've said on the channel, like fair criticisms, you know what I'm saying, of Golovkin. These are the fair criticisms now starting to come into play. When I tell you about what HBO, their agenda, and how they tell you Chocolatito is TBE and Triple G. So I don't want to hear if Triple G is what HBO said he was. I'm not trying to hear that a silver medalist can't fight a guy who went to the Olympics that didn't medal because he's too dangerous late. Because you just told me he was the monster. Listen, this is the part where everything that ESPN, old media, HBO, Jim Lamb, bang, bang. This is the part where it all comes crashing down. Smash the like button. We going in, people. I'm about to get y'all that heavenly gospel. This is the part where it all comes crashing down. When they say this stuff and they put and build fighters up, we got to get to the money. Hold on. L Dog, New Zealand, I see you. $5 super chat. Apparently, Frank Warren is trying to set up Triple G versus Billy Joe Saunders in June. Thoughts? I don't have any thoughts because if it's not happening May 5th, listen, that's not going to happen. I'm not the smartest brother in the world, but June, how's Golovkin going to fight in May and then fight in June? So that don't even make sense. So that don't sound realistic. Because Golovkin already said on his Instagram that I'm fighting main event on May 5th. So how you going to fight May 5th, not know the outcome of that, and then be ready in June? This is not Ray Robinson era where fighters are fighting that frequent, like every 2 weeks. Especially high profile guys. Now, back to what I was saying. This is the part where it all comes crashing down on old media. This is the part. Yeah, talk your shit, ego. If y'all want me to talk my shit, can I get a hell yeah in the conversation? In the comment section? This is where I'm about to go in. I'm about to get on my Rain Man shit. I might black out on this one. I promise you I get to some one take. Can I get a hell yeah? Y'all want me to talk that talk? They say they want me to talk that talk? Okay. Listen. Smash the like button, people. We working. This is the part. I'm going to say it again. We're going to do it like a rap battle. This is the part where everything Jim Lampley, Dan Rayfield, ESPN, HBO Boxing, Tom Loeffler, Abel Sanchez, this is the part where it all comes crashing down. Listen. The reason I say that, Golovkin is a good fighter, yes. But they build him into this monster, this Loch Ness monster of proportions that are just greater than what we've seen. ESPN says that Golovkin was #1 pound for pound. They still probably have him in the top 3. So why would you be mad at me for not wanting to see him fight a 21-year-old who has no resume, who has started his career at 140, when this is the guy you told me is pound for pound #1? I get it. Canelo fucked this up. Clenbuterol or whatever, he fucked this up. But even as a last-minute replacement, people shit on Broner all the time, right? Let's be real. Gang, gang. People shit on Broner all the time. Oh, Broner's weak, he ain't this and he ain't that. But guess what? Broner got heart. Whether he's going to lose his upcoming fight or not, Broner got heart. And he's willing to come off a Mikey Garcia loss. A Mikey Garcia loss that I was at the fight. I got the credentials if y'all want to see. I got it right here. You know what I'm saying? He's willing to come off a Mikey Garcia loss and fight against Omar Figueroa. Through no fault of his own, Figueroa pulls out. Boom, they got to get a late replacement, right? And now he's fighting Jesse Vargas, which is an equal or greater match depending on who you ask. Some people will say Jesse Vargas is more experienced than Omar Figueroa, has more momentum, and is a tougher fight. Some people might think Omar Figueroa is a tougher fight. Nonetheless, Broner's coming off a loss. And he's doing this. Triple G, I get it. Things didn't work out with the Canelo situation. But if he fights Jaime Munguia, it's just, how's that? This is a silver medalist we're talking about. Even as a late replacement, I think they could do better. And like I said, this is the part where it comes crashing down with old media. They told me that Golovkin's #1 pound for pound. That's what ESPN told me. Okay. Then why is he fighting a guy named Jaime Munguia potentially? The #1 pound for pound. You think Lomachenko, God forbid, because it's a fight I want to see, knock on wood. Let's say Linares got injured and Lomachenko couldn't fight him. Do you think he's going to fight somebody so unknown as a Jaime Munguia, you know what I mean, a 21-year-old with no significant names on his record? No, I wouldn't say he would, because Lomachenko is a 2-time gold medalist, and that hasn't showed to be his temperament. in few fights, 10, 11 fights, he's fighting top names. You know what I mean? He called out Tank Davis. He's actually fought Rigondeaux, actually fought Gary Russell, actually fought Orlando Salido, even though he lost. He actually fought Nicholas Walters, Jason Sosa's of the world, who had a belt at the time or around that time he was a champion. So his temperament wouldn't lead me to believe that that's what Lomachenko would do. So props to Lomachenko. And him and Golovkin, actually he's a little bit younger than Golovkin. Listen, I don't care about enunciations and how to pronounce anything. I don't care. I don't know who you beat. I don't know who you lost to. It's a bad fight. And then to make that, listen, y'all want me to make it worse for y'all? We need to get over 100 likes real quick. Real quick. These streams ain't free, especially when I'm gonna miss my flight fucking with y'all. We gotta get... Y'all want me to make it worse for y'all? Okay. Smash that like button. We need that 100. We need that 100 piece ASAP. This is insane. Boxing Ego, I'm about to make it worse for y'all. Lomachenko had, to be honest, Lomachenko has a better resume than Golovkin. Damn. Smash that like button. I'm about to make it worse for y'all. This is courtesy of ESPN. But I made my video before I even seen ESPN talking about it. Look, ESPN. Not official yet, but according to multiple sources, it appears as though Mexico's unbeaten 21-year-old Jaime Munguia is going to be Triple G's opponent May 5th at the MGM Grand on HBO pay-per-view. Hold on. I gotta do like Funk Flex and them DJs. Is going to be Triple G's opponent on May 5th at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas on HBO pay-per-view. HBO, man, you gotta do something, baby. Listen, even if, okay, I think they could have found a better last-minute replacement. It's not 100% official. Let me make that clear. I'm going off the pretense of my source and also what ESPN is saying. And I've heard this name before, even before this. Listen, if he does fight Jaime or whatever, Munguia, listen. Fine, let's say you absolutely had to fight that level of competition. Let's say you had to. It's Cinco de Mayo weekend. He's from Mexico. So, fuck it. You have to fight him. Why would you put it on HBO pay-per-view? Like that, see, that's... You remember when Deontay Wilder said Eddie Hearn was just another white guy milking a brother or whatever? That's HBO milking boxing fans. Just get the utter, because that's utterly ridiculous. HBO pay-per-view? Like I said, I don't think it's a great fight, but even if you had to make the fight for whatever reason, pay-per-view for that? Listen, HBO, you gotta do something, baby. Make it happen. Whoever's in charge of your boxing programming, they gotta get it. And I see Bob Arum, I understand. I'm not even just talking shit, because I like HBO's production value. I don't really like their commentary, except for Roy Jones or Andre Ward. But these are horrible decisions. It's bad enough HBO only has a handful of actual fights. Yo, we got to get to 100 likes. We have over 200 people in here. You guys are paying attention and actually commenting, but we got to get the engagement up in terms of likes. Smash the like button. We working, people. New media. I told you. I was coming. I'm working my ass off. It's coming. I told you. Might as well join the bandwagon. New media is here to take over. It's over, dozer. But anyway, HBO only has a few fights to begin with. A lot of them aren't big, you know what I mean? The level of Dillian White versus Lucas Brown, stuff like that. Your biggest fight, Canelo versus Golovkin, gets it's in ruins, you know what I mean? Canelo fails drug test, it looks terrible, he pulls out, and then you're gonna try to replace it with a unknown last minute fight, and then still charge us pay-per-view? Like, come on, man. That's crazy. I don't know who you beat, I don't know who you lost to, but whoever's in charge of HBO sports and entertainment, boxing, they need to consider demoting them. Real talk. Because, like, again, even if you had to make the Munguia fight, but why pay-per-view? Why? Why would that be pay-per-view? See, shout out to DHP with the Big Boss super chat donation. He gave me the pink one. You know the super chat real when it started looking like Wildberry Skittles. Taste the rainbow. You know it's big when it started looking like Wildberry Skittles. $50 super chat. Thank you very much. I hope only 3 people show up for this fight, meaning only the judges, because they have no choice. Hey, I'm done. This is one bullshit of a fight. Triple G fighting a cab driver from Tijuana. Here's what they think about you. Listen, it's not 100% official, but ESPN also has the same intel as me, because they're saying the same thing. The people I heard talk to. But that's bad. Like I said, even if hypothetically, let's say you had to make this fight for X, Y, and Z reasons, right? Why pay-per-view? Because listen, they're talking about moving it to the MGM Grand from the T-Mobile. It's still the MGM property. Vegas, I'll see you later tonight. So obviously they downscaled the venue because they're smart enough to know that the T-Mobile is probably too big for a fight. Unknown guy, Triple G versus Jaime Munguia or whatever, right? But you're still gonna charge pay-per-view. It's like I almost don't want to believe that they would even allow that. So we're gonna wait for more information, but that's what it's looking like. And listen, just to keep it all the way a buck, I told you this is the part where everything old media says starts to slowly unravel and you see who was telling the truth all along. Out of all this, listen, out of all this exposure that they've given Triple G on the HBO, ESPN, see, this is the thing. ESPN can say whatever they want about, oh, he's number 1 pound for pound. Now that just gave him more problems because even in lieu of Canelo failing, why is the number 1 pound for pound? Why would he be fighting a 21-year-old with no significant resume who didn't even start his career at middleweight? You know what I'm saying? He started his career at 138. Facts. Go to BoxRec. I just pulled it up. So, you know what I mean? This is what happens when they try to force feed you fighters and just instead of letting them just build and earn their stripes and shit like that. Looks like a good record. Who cares? Who cares about a good record when you ain't fought nobody of note? That's stupid. Like, it doesn't matter how great your record. You could have a 101 Dalmatians on your record. If they're not significant names, then that's just what it is. And you could be a good fighter, but some guys are good, but they're not elite level good. So that's a cop-out. Talking about it's a good record. But listen, oh my gosh. Once again, this is the part where old media gets destroyed. Because whoever just said that, the Vegas dude that just said that about looks like a good record, how come? Okay, we got a hot seat. Ego not using logic today, I see. Laughing my ass off. Okay, we'll see who's laughing at the end. Your name is Young Ads. Everybody grab your popcorn. So how am I not using logic? What have I said that was illogical? I'll wait. And hurry up because we got a show to run and I got a plane to catch. Everybody grab your popcorn. This will be a quick hot seat. Young Ad says, I'm not using logic. Name one thing that I've said that was unreasonable or illogical. Watch me catch this quick body. I'll wait. What did I say? You said, I see Ego is not using his logic. Shooters be on deck. We got an all points bulletin. Why do you think HBO have got Triple G to fight this guy? Is pretty obvious. Okay, you explain it to us. I don't know who you beat. I don't know who you lost to. Go. Stop stalling. Just answer the question. What did I say that was illogical? You said you have all the answers, right? We got a hot seat. I don't know who you beat. I don't know who you lost to. I chose to be the bad guy. What's illogical? Go. We waiting. Whole world. Everybody listening. Shooters, count to 15. Let's go. 13. We're not playing games. See, my shooter, shout out to Ronald Finker. He already said, my son could fight this guy and get the victory. Clearly. They want a Mexican guy fighting on Cinco de Mayo. Bro, really? Zilda Ramirez. That's so I'm being illogical. I've already thought of that and I've already addressed that in both of my videos I made about this and in the live stream. Strike one. What else you got? Let's go. Yeah, but you can't. The thing is, you can't just pick any Mexican guy that the world doesn't know. That isn't. That's not how this whole Cinco de Mayo Mexican dates things work. Strike one. Let's go. How am I being illogical? Get to that part. What if I said that was illogical? I haven't heard you mention it once. I just did 2 videos where I mentioned it. They're up on the channel. I've already mentioned that. I don't care what you've heard. Go listen to the videos. You're about to get blocked, so you can go listen to the videos if on your other account. Listen, shooters, count to 10. If he has not responded with anything, clap him. His name is Young Ads. Yeah, you got your young ass tore up in this hot seat. Anyway, shooters, count to 10. If he has not responded, just get him up out of here. I've already addressed that. You can't just fight any guy who's of Mexican descent, Mexican heritage, right? Hey, shooters, get him out of here. He said it's okay. I could tell you shook. He's wasting people's time. Whoever wants to get him, get him. Young Ads, ADZ. Boom. That was easy work. That's the thing. You can't just fight anybody with no name just because they're Mexican on Cinco de Mayo weekend and expect, oh, hey, it's a good fight. Especially a guy who's not a middleweight. Why not fight Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez? Triple G has been called out by Gilberto Ramirez. So if you want to capitalize on that market, then you could have done it with Zurdo Ramirez. You know what I mean? It would have been a challenge, though, because you would be moving up in weight last minute. But that is boxing. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Oh my gosh, you boys are getting destroyed. Bob Arum of Top Rank. On behalf of Zurdo Ramirez, that's Gilberto Ramirez, champion at 168, we would accept challenge from Triple G to fight for Zurdo's super middleweight title. April, he just put this, April 2nd. He's saying he'll take the May 5th fight. So if you listen, if you wanted to fight a Mexican guy, at least fight somebody. At least fight somebody that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like a Zurdo Ramirez. That's simple. You can't just fight anybody. That's just because they're from Mexico. That's not how this works. And we got another one. Shout out to the man DHP, another hefty super chat. I told you them wild berry Skittles. Someone, the $50 super chat. Someone should get a hold of Abel Sanchez by the neck and slap him across the face with an open hand if he doesn't give us the Zurdo Ramirez fight. See, you got fans being hostile now. Listen, to whoever said this is how I know new media is destroying the competition. To whoever said that, oh, he got a pretty good record. How come when Deontay Wilder has a record of 40-0, 39 knockouts, how come you guys aren't that optimistic with that? You say he's bum squad, bum killer. But when a guy named Jaime Munguia is slated to fight Triple G with a record of 28-0, 24 knockouts, and he ain't fought nobody, he ain't ever fought at middleweight, you guys are all optimistic. Oh, that's a pretty good record. So is Wilder's 40-0, and y'all trash that. You guys are getting destroyed and you know it. HBO, they're getting destroyed and they know it. That's just what it is. And I'm reasonable. I understand the Canelo fight threw a monkey wrench in the plan, but this is a bad fight, especially to be charging pay-per-view. But how come, like I said, why are you guys not so optimistic when it comes to Deontay Wilder when he has a 40-0 record? You know what I mean? But then when this Jaime dude is linked to Golovkin, oh, that's a good record. Oh, that's another option. The Japanese dude, shout out to L-Dog. He said, why not get Ryan Murata or whatever his name is from Japan? It's a good option. That's another good fight. See, but this is what I'm saying. Then that, to me, this this suggests that Triple G's team don't want to take a risk because they clearly could have found someone that's more competitive than this. Last notice. See, what I think is they know Canelo's gonna come back, and they don't want to ruin that bag. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to put him in with some Demetrius Boo Boo Andre and have him look suspect. And now the Canelo money might be fucked up, especially if he loses. That's what it's looking like to me. Man, yeah, y'all got it twisted thinking you could just, because it's the Mexican dates or Cinco de Mayo, that doesn't mean you could just throw anyone in there. You could put Nacho Libre in there and shit. Fucking luchador in there, and then all of a sudden it's gonna sell. It's not how it works. Listen, Floyd Mayweather, whether you like him or not, he's probably the greatest. You know what I mean? And I'm saying that from not just boxing, but what he's done, his mind. You know what I mean? Because Floyd Mayweather is a hell of a businessman too. You know what I mean? He wasn't in there fighting Nacho Libre. You know what I'm saying? Jack Black and shit. He wasn't in there fighting someone like that. And he took the Mexican dates, and then he would build himself with a Hispanic, Mexican, or Latino fighter like Maidana from Argentina. But he knew, the fans knew who Maidana was. Maidana's, I told you, he's one of my favorite fighters. I've always enjoyed watching Maidana fight. You know what I mean? So even though he's not Mexican, he's from Argentina, Mexicans fuck with Maidana because he has a Mexican trainer, Roberto Garcia. But beyond that, there's just a lot of Mexican top-level boxing fans, and Chino has that demeanor. And I can't speak for every Mexican fan, but I know there's a lot of Mexican fans that they like people who are tough and try and go for the gusto, and Chino was one of those. So even though he's not from Mexico, he's from Argentina. He was training in Oxnard, and so he had a lot of love and respect. Floyd capitalized on that, fought him twice, did really good live gate in the second fight, I think it was. So Floyd's just savvy as fuck as far as a businessman, because he took the Mexican dates and he made the most of fighting Oscar De La Hoya, fighting Canelo, fighting a fighter that a lot of Mexican fans love, like Chino Maidana. You know what I mean? Even a Robert Guerrero, but putting like Abner Mares on the undercard versus Ponce de Leon on a Cinco de Mayo. I don't remember what card. That might have been Robert Guerrero. See, this is off the top of my head, people. I got this shit locked. Abner Mares fought like Ponce de Leon. I think it was on the Mayweather Guerrero on Cinco de Mayo weekend. And then the next September, Mexican Independence Day weekend, he fought Canelo. You know what I mean? Some people, they hate on Floyd, but they just don't get it. They don't get the process. You can't just put Triple G because he has an action style and no Mexican style and all that. You can't just put him in there with a Jaime Munguia because his record shows he's a knockout artist, because the real boxer fans are going to look and see he ain't been no knockout artist at 160 because he don't have no fights at 160. And he's not a known name. It doesn't work like that. You can't just get someone just because he resides or he's from a region if you're really trying to capitalize. So Floyd, he did it smart. I remember Floyd won undercard, the Canelo undercard. He had Lucas Matisse, Danny Garcia, which was just a crazy fight for that year. That could have been his own main event easy, but he put that on his. Another undercard, he had Adrian Broner, Amir Khan, and all these people on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you, y'all can say whatever you want. This is the part where new media takes over. It's been happening for a while, but you guys get to see it more, and I love it. This is not a justifiable fight to me if it does come off. Not at all. Because it'd be one thing if nobody, like Golovkin was what he was 4 years ago, where it didn't look like no one wanted to fight him. But now you have the likes of Demetrius Boo Boo Andre. You have Jamal Charlo, who's talking shit, saying you want to fight. Do you think Abel Sanchez or Tom Loeffler offered a fight to Charlo? Try to pull him from the Hugo Centeno Jr. fight? Probably not, because Abel Sanchez did an interview with DBN, and he didn't even sound like he wanted to fight Charlo. He said Charlo's being disrespectful, called him 3 little G's, so now I'm going to make him wait. Yes, I know who Chingo Bling is. He be doing the little Canelo parodies. I don't know you beat, I don't know you lost to. This is the part where new media take over. Simple. Triple G versus Rudy Puga. That's actually a good fight. Shit. I've watched him spar. He was signed to Rock Nation. I might see him in Vegas this week. I think he's going to be out there. That's definitely a better fight. Because see, I can't speak too much on it, but I've seen sparring and I've heard, and Rudy Puga's actually hurt guys who are bigger than him, hurt guys who have fought at higher weight divisions. I don't know about this Jaime Munguia. His knockouts have been under 150 or so. But yeah, I hope this is a mistake and they don't get it. But again, even if you had to make this fight, why put it on pay-per-view? Whoever's in charge of HBO is this like they trying to get beat. Wow. Nevada State Athletic Commission won't even approve Munguia as Golovkin's opponent. See? Breaking news. They won't even approve it. But just the fact that Team Triple G's team wanted that fight. Breaking news. Nevada State won't even approve it. Shout out to at least Nevada State Athletic Commission is holding it down. I'm glad too, because that's for. But see, this proves my point. Now you have people who are justifying his record looks pretty good. He can't even get that fight approved. But why were they even pushing for that fight? You know what I'm saying? That's my question. Just go ahead and give Boo Boo that work, man. I'm glad they denied that. The fact that they were trying to push that fight concerns me. We got another super chat, people. See me, $25 super chat. Zordo's 168 WBO title holder. Oh wow, David Benavidez at 168. That's another one. WBA title holder Demetrius Andrade, Ryan Murata, Derevyanchenko, pay-per-view only, Zordo or Andrade. Great super chat and great reply. But see, that's what I'm saying. The fact that you were even trying to get that fight approved. But once again, this to me shows me a little bit about Triple G's team, because when Andre Ward, they could have fought him at 168 before he moved up. Andre Ward is not the type that lets someone else call the shots and wait all day. He's not going to wait. How do you super chat? You should see a $sign, and then you can enter any amount, and then hit enter. But Triple G didn't want to fight Andrade. His team, I mean not Andrade, Andre Ward. And this is the same thing. This is a very similar thing, where it's like, at some point, if you want to be great, you got to take a risk. And Jaime Munguia, that's not a huge risk. You know what I mean? Fighting a David Benavidez who you sparred with, that's a risk because it's at a higher weight and he's been looking really good. You know what I mean? Fighting even a Gilberto Zurdo Ramirez, that's a risk because he's a big guy. But that's what makes fighters great. You know what I mean? And then you got guys like Deontay Wilder who's trying to fight the most technical guy that he hasn't beat that has momentum, which is Anthony Joshua. And people hate on Deontay Wilder. Crazy. Billy Joe Sanders said he can't be ready by May 5th, so I don't know what he's talking about. Listen. Like I said, the fact that Triple G's team even wanted to fight this dude has me questioning certain things. You know what? They should just cancel May 5th. Because Triple G's not even Mexican. And if you can't get the proper fight that the fans want, I understand you might have to pay some money to the venue for wasting their time. But they might as well cancel it till they can get him a proper fight. Because that's stupid. But to me, I think it's because they know Canelo's going to be eligible to fight at some point. So they don't want to put him in a dangerous, risky fight where someone could actually beat him. Cancel this fucking fight, man. If you got to scramble like this, you don't want to fight a risky Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. He's not even Mexican. So you don't even need to be fighting. Like, I don't care who fights on day because Floyd's not Mexican and he was fighting on the Mexican dates. They're nobody's dates like that. But I'm just saying, there's no reason where he has to be fighting. Canelo fucked up with the drug test. Just cancel this whole shit till you can get him a See, and this is again what Team Triple G is banking on. They were talking about fighting Chris Eubank, and I'll get to the super chat in 1 second. They were talking about fighting Chris Eubank Jr., right? And then they were having difficulty making the fight. And they're like, oh, we have the date saved, September 15th or whatever. We have to fight somebody. So they fought a welterweight, and Kell Brook fucked up his eye. Well, who knows if his career is ever going to be the same. You know what I mean? So stop trying to force fights because you had a date unlocked. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you can't give the fans the proper fight, shit happens. And I mean, even though you had a training camp, Jamal Charlo had a training camp, and his fight got postponed from March 3rd to April 21st. So it happens. Shout out to DHP, man, he's killing with the super chats. Another $50 super chat. In the middle of all this chaos, am I the only one who finds it funny that Julio Cesar punching bag Chavez Jr. is also trying to get a piece of Triple G? The only fighter to block all the punches using his face is chasing the 1-2. Wow. But truth be told, that's still a bigger fight. Chavez Jr., even though he been disappeared since Canelo and he hasn't looked good, it would still be a bigger fight than Jaime Munguia. If you can't give the fans a proper fight, don't give them one at all. Listen, I'm gonna probably I gotta go so I don't have to push this flight back again. But I'm gonna see if I can link up with Troy. Maybe we'll talk about it together. But I want to get on the road. Thank you guys for tuning in. We should have the amount of people in here. We should have more likes for sure. But I might be back. I gotta get out of here. I gotta start hitting this road. Peace out.